but usually if they do have fees, I think it's like anywhere from like 2.5. I think it's like 2.5% normally. So it's not anything too crazy. So they do have a swap function in there, but I think it's a more um, it is a beginner wallet unless you use it for the Tracer integration with the bridge there to manage your funds on the hardware wallet. But honestly, I personally love using it. Um, and like I
Like,
said, I'm biased because I chat with JP Richardson, and he sent me gear, so I feel a little more biased towards promoting it, I guess, in a sense.
hey, Wolf, do those UB keys work on?
To answer your question, no, the YubiKey will not. So the YubiKey is just a multi-factor authentication. The code's already preloaded on it when you tap it to log into like your Gmail or your Yahoo, or specific like crypto exchanges. Because this is a non-custodial wallet, kind of like Ledger and MetaMask and things like that. They will not work for things for that because you get your own
Okay,
secret recovery phrases. That's pretty much your backup plan.
okay. Thank you very much.
And I will add on your question about USDC. For me personally, I also will hold USDC on different blockchains. So, like, I'm in Chronos nodes, and when I'm taking profit, I'll keep some USDC on the Chronos um, chain, or I have some on AVAX for when projects are coming out. So I have some divided up between some of my main blockchains that I use, and then some of it I will send back to my bank account. I like to hold some of it on, of course, the ETH chain so that I can send it easily over to my Coinbase card if I choose to use that also. What's up, Wolf?
No, yeah, I didn't. I guess I didn't answer the second part there. So, I mean, I leave a certain percentage of my portfolio in stable coins. Um, and then I don't really handle too much fiat in my bank accounts. I basically just send some to my wife, and she has enough, for a rainy day kind of thing. But it really comes down to that risk tolerance thing too. Um, but obviously, everybody to each their own. Is that where OV leaves more in her bank account than um, on like USDC and things like that. So it's just something that comes down to, I think, really more so personal preference. But I do a mixture of both.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And just like you said, personal preference. I know why I do it. Just because I want to show that I've had a steady amount of income into my accounts because I'm trying to do something, buy a property and things of that sort. And that's what banks actually want to see, that you've been able to sustain yourself and sustain this amount in your account, not just you just take it out of your stable coin and put all this money into your checking or your savings account. They're going to have a lot of questions, and they might not look at you as a person that they would actually want to take a risk on when it comes to financing. So, that's why. But it's all personal preference, and it is about risk tolerance. Wolf, you're exactly right. Let's see. Who else came up to the mic?
Yvonne is coming up now.
Okay.
While she's connecting, I did want to say, because I see Trader in here, and the majority of us that are in here have whitelist spots for Swish Finance, and they did their whitelist sale. It started today. It will last 10 days. So make sure if you guys are whitelisted and that's something that you're interested in, spread that word and go into the Discord and find out how to look into making that purchase.
Swish. What's up, Yvonne?
Hey, good evening, everybody.
Hey.
And
Hey, Vod.
hey, I was looking at opportunities to grow your bag in a bear market, and I was just wondering, what you guys thought about day trading. or maybe talking about other opportunities for people who have small bags to grow their bags, or besides just trying to continue to educate, that's going to happen anyway. But any other things besides staking?
Well, I'll just quickly say this. I do not feel confident in my abilities to day trade. That's out of my wheelhouse at this particular moment. So that is something I stay away from.
I second that. I tried to do it, and I got wrecked. I was losing so much damn money, so I said, you know what? Let me just chill out on this shit right here. You know, day trading is not for me. So no, maybe the gentleman up there who came up, Wolf, and old man with the dog came up. Wolf, what you got to say?
Respectfully, old man with the dog was before me.
Okay, go ahead, old man with the dog.
Thank you, Wolf. Yvonne, day trading, it was an adrenaline rush. It could be everything you want, but you better know what you're doing because it can spiral out of control so fast. There is so much to it. I would not say not do it, but maybe look more towards the line of the swing trading. And that's basically what a lot of us do in the cryptos because you want to buy low, sell high, and it could be several months to a year or longer. But you've got to know what you're going to be doing if you're going to day trade. Thank you.
Gotcha. Thank you, old man with the dog. Appreciate that.
Wolf, what did you have on that?
Yeah, I was gonna say swing trading is really fun, and it doesn't give you as much pressure as day trading. Day trading um, oh my daughter can be a complete adrenaline rush, right? You could be up a couple $100 and then you could be down the next minute, right? But definitely want to know what you're doing. You got to learn TA in and out because that'll be your best friend in order to be successful in that kind of venture. When I first started day trading, I think I lost 10 grand in like a week. So you just have to, and then you'll develop your own system. But learn TA a little bit better if you're going to do it, and then don't get greedy. That's one of the biggest things that I could tell people, because a lot of people want to get like 20, 25%, 30%, 50%, but realistically, 5%'s a win. 10%'s a win. You don't need anything major. These big venture capitalist companies are doing 1% at a time with obviously big money, but a smaller fish, obviously, play it around, 2 to 3%, get used to it, and see how it goes, and don't do anything too crazy, not too much leveraging, if any, but really just boils down to, you know, I guess learning TA. That's all I can say. Sorry, I'm distracted by my daughter.
Yeah, and that's good advice. I wasn't ready to do any of that. I just was wondering about looking into other avenues, and it's just not day trading, but just even other avenues besides the staking during a bear market, because obviously I need to have TA under my belt and, maybe just start, like you said, maybe just start and look into even paper trading on another side um, with stocks or something first before I would even get into it with crypto. But yeah, I just wanted to take advantage of things that I could be learning now in addition to TA at the same time.
And I would also say that you can look at some projects that were solid projects that you've researched, and some of them are under a penny right now. And some of them are doing every, like, once a week. They're rallying 10 to 15%, not all of them. And you could do smaller swings like that. Also, if you're looking, it's not just that we're in a bear market in crypto right now. We're seeing so many different things with exchanges halting, withdrawals and movements of funds and everything. So this bear market has a whole lot more. It's more than just a bear market right now. So anything that you decide to do at this particular time, I would definitely sit down, really do some research, look, talk with other people, just because we're not seeing this isn't a typical bear market. There's so much more going on also.
Yeah, and also on the KuCoin side, they have futures. Is that considered the day trading as well? Doing the
Oh, I don't
futures?
know.
Okay.
I kind of stay away from all of that because I don't fully understand it and I don't know it. And I know I'm a Vegas baby. So I have a gambler's mentality in my core. And I know if I get too caught up in some of these things, I will wreck myself. As or like how I do on slot machines. Oh, it has to hit sometime. Let me just 2 or 3 more pulls, and 2 or 3 more pulls means I'm sitting in front of that slot machine for a few more hours and wrecking myself.
Gotcha.
On one thing with this is, yeah, I would not, unless you really know what you're doing, get involved with any type of leveraging. But the other thing to remember in this is, like with the group that I play poker with, any pot is a good pot that you get. Take it, be happy with it, get yourself ready for the next one.
Gotcha. Thank you so much, old man with the dog.
Do we have anybody else who's going to come up to the mic? Let me see.
I just invited Trader back up because he was up here. I don't know if Twitter's being funny again.
Twitter is causing havoc for a lot of people. There's a few people that said they jump back in and can't actually hear us. We shall see. But
It looks like Trader left or got kicked, and we'll see if he comes back. But yeah, Twitter's being funny now that we're back since they rugged us.
we got rugged by Twitter. What's up, what's that, Bobby Digital? What's up?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, y'all got rugged. I was like, I could hear you guys talking, and then all of a sudden it just turned off.
Oh, for sure. It didn't even give the warning, so I knew it was a Twitter thing.
Well, Timeless, I have actually another question. I was wondering if David Moss responded to you yet.
David Moss ain't responding to nobody.
I was like, what's happening with the strong block news?
There is no strong block news. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. He has not. This is the first time he's been so radio silent for as long. I know the last time we got a true update from him, well, an AMA from him, was my husband's birthday. So I can remember it was April 3rd. And then we had a hostage video. And then we had the one thing about the migration of nodes. And past that, we have not heard anything.
He's like cemetery silent, you know.
Maybe it really was a hostage or a hostage video, sis.
I don't. I just think that he doesn't have anything to tell us. I don't know what they're doing. Some people are. I'm seeing some comments that say they're still following the roadmap and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll see what's actually going on. I still have my nodes. I ain't rushing to pay him, so whatever.
Yeah, I thought maybe we would hear from him once things died down a little bit, but I had,
Probably not till September. This looks like maybe quarter 4 he'll come alive and be resurrected. I don't know, David Moss, one of those guys. But we shall see.
What's up, Bobby? I see your hand keep popping back up.
Yeah, so I have a question about strong. Maybe one of you guys know. So I don't really pay attention to it anyways because I know the situation. So I don't want to look at it. But so what I was thinking is I got like 30 days before I have to pay my next maintenance fee, and I have about 10 strong to collect on a legacy Ethereum node. Do you guys know how much it costs or how many strong you accumulate in a month? Because my plan is most likely I'm just gonna pay it to where I capitalize on the full 20 node or 20 stronger back to me, and then just let it die off because I don't want to continue paying for more than you know what I'm saying. It's just my choice, and that's what I was trying to do. So I was just trying to figure out like how many stronger per no or per month, and then that way I know how much some maintenance fees I can pay, especially now with the gas fees being lower. And you guys know how many stronger you make per month?
I would have to actually go back and break down the math. I had it down not long ago. So I'll break down the math and let you know. And I'm doing pretty much the same thing. The one thing I'm monitoring is when I get right before that 20 tokens, I'm going to pay out as much as I can as long as gas stays at this 8-9 GUI that we've been seeing, and then and so I can get a little bit more, just kind of arbitrage their own system. But I'll have to go and recheck their what their rewards are per, and then I can sit down, break down the math, and then I can let you know. I'll probably I can't guarantee I can do it tonight. Kind of dealing with some stuff, but by tomorrow I can probably break it down if somebody else doesn't know, and then I can let you know in the Discord also.
Oh, no rush. Whatever. At your leisure. I appreciate you helping me. So, you know what I'm saying?
No problem. What do you got, Wolf? Your hand flew up there.
Yeah. For the legacy Ethereum nodes, I think it's like around 2.73 to between 2.73 and 2.75.
Dang. So that means I gotta
Two
pay like
point per month. Yeah.
so I gotta pay like another 3 months worth of to capture all my 20. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Bobby. I'm sitting there. Mine are overdue. They're sitting there in orange or red. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Just looking at
Yeah,
them.
mine has 5 days left. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I know. But I know a few people aren't actually compounding. Some people are just getting those stronger and just holding on to them, and just starting over. I guess creating more nodes.
I'm not creating shit else. I'm gonna hold on to
No, I
this
mean
and
like
let it pop.
no, I mean like creating more nodes when they actually speak. Like when they give us something, or say something because
I'll
they've been mute.
I'll tell you what I'm doing.
What are you
I'm
doing?
just gonna hold them. I'm not compounding them.
Oh yeah, me
And
too.
I got at a minimum, I'll hold them. Either it's a ride or die now. So either it dies off or I sell back out where I bought in. That's it. Like I just want to be done with it. If that takes like 4 or 5 years, hey, I don't care. The next group of I don't want to call them suckers, but suckers.
Hey, that's what happened. Hey, we'll see. That's why I said I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Towards the end of the year with them strong.
I am too. And before we go over to Kim, hey Trader, since you're back in here, I sent you an invite to speak, or you can request to come back up here if there is something that you wanted to say. Go ahead, Kim. What do you have for us?
I'm just a little confused on what Bobby was asking versus what Wolf answer. So Wolf said, so are these different strong nodes from what I have? I mean, Bobby said legacy, and I thought I had legacy, and then he said he had 10, and then Wolf said he'd get 2.73 a month. So I'm kind of I'm a little lost on that. So how do you get 2.73, Wolf?
It's per node. You get 2.73, 2.75 roughly per month per node on the legacy.
Okay.
Entangled Entangled pays more, I believe, though.
So if he has 10, he gets almost 1 token a day, right?
Oh, he was saying he had
Yeah,
10 tokens as rewards on one node. Isn't that what you were saying, Bobby?
yeah, that was
Yeah.
my understanding.
Yes, I have. So basically, I've already captured half of the. I have a remaining balance of 10. So I was just trying to figure out how many months of maintenance fees I have to pay, so I can pay it now while the gas fees are cheap. That's why. That's where. That's per month. I need to know that number. I just didn't know it.
Well, I tell y'all what, I moved mine into the entangle nodes, and I told somebody I paid like what $41 for my maintenance fee altogether.
So I have a question about that. Is it two different transactions? You have to pay to entangle it and then something else? Like, I don't understand the entanglement. Again, I don't really pay attention to the node stuff. Like, it's not really my forefront thing that I look at. But yeah, how's that work?
So almost all of mine were requesting that I pay my maintenance fees, and I just sent them all. You have to claim. No, did you have to? I don't even remember. But however it was much cheaper than if I had paid each of those nodes individually, and then but then I also got it on 11 GUI. But even if it was 15 GUI, the way what I usually would catch it on 15 or 16, it still would have been much cheaper. But yeah, you have to pay something. But maybe my fee to make the entangle nose may have been like $3 or something, and then altogether it just came up to like 40 something dollars. And it said your next payment is due in 30, 31 days or whatever. I was like, oh wow, that was good. But I know we lose what, 1.0, no, 0.015 if
So
the entangle nodes.
I've already pretty much have written strong off. Like, it is what it is. Like, I don't. It is what it is, really. And then Timeless and OV made a very good point not too long ago. It was like, let's get back to the basics, right? Our foundation, and like regroup ourselves and like relook at the stuff that brought us into this space, the things like real case utility, how tokenomics works, how governance works, decentralization, centralization. Like, those are the things that we need to be looking at, like, just being me, like, that's my opinion, you know, but I think those are the things that are really going to make us money in the long term. I don't really, I don't really think it's going to be nodes, but, again, I don't know, just my old ass thinking.
Right. Well, I think we're all kind of, in the same boat, but I still believe in the traditional cryptos that, have excellent use cases. But, I'm I'm still a gambler at heart, I'm a blackjack player. And so every once in a while I might play 3-card poker. I think that's what it's called, 3-card poker. And so what I'm saying is is it worth it for me, $40 a month in the entangled nodes to keep it for 2-3 years, see what happens? Or it could happen this year, could happen next year, might not ever happen. But is $40 too much? I'm gonna go ahead and take the chance.
I think it just goes back to the risk tolerance and what people are able to do. I know, correct me if I'm wrong, Wolf, I think we were going through the math, like Gorge, you, me, and a few other people, maybe about a month ago. And as of the price of Stronger and the maintenance fees and an average of the gas was still putting us in the negative. So there was no gaining. So it's essentially, I didn't want to entangle, do another transaction, having to claim all individually. So then I had all of those that I had to claim, then had to pay for the entangle when we have low gas prices right now. So right now I'm just going to milk it along the way. There's no right or wrong way. We're all losing money at this point. So I'm just going to get capitalize as much out of each one of those Stronger nodes as possible. Hang on to them. Because my whole thing is trying to get as close to a ROI or a break even as possible. And hey, if they are successful with their strong chain at the end of the year, great. I kind of lost faith in them, but I think we're seeing that across all these nodes that are trying to survival, like people with fire. So
Right.
much money in fire, and they got slapped in the face the other day getting 3 cents per nest. So I think like we're seeing people or these projects just trying to grasp at straws and tread water, and then you have like Thor, they're still around, but as of last night or today, I think it was today, when they announced, oh yeah, guess what, that play to earn game that we were doing that's been in development, yeah, we're not doing that. So I think it's just now it's a wait and see for the ones that are still alive and to see what will happen. I know I went through a lot of my these nodes that I was in, hadn't even been looking at them, did the math on them, broke them down, and out of all of them together, it's under $100 in rewards. So that was pretty disappointing also.
Right. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you guys are going to still just kind of hang in, if you're doing the regular nodes, let's say Bobby has 10 nodes, he's still gonna pay $90 before he even pays gas fees. So, just for the maintenance fees. So that that means he's gonna pay double what I paid for the entangle nodes, and I have more than 10, and I have more than 10 nodes. So I mean, so if you're talking about cutting your costs and stuff, that's the only way I can see cutting the cost. Again, $9 per node plus the Ethereum fee. But anyway, so I just chimed in to because I was on, I was over the moon with mine. I was like, oh my God, that's only $40-something. Yeah. All right.
It's good to see you back in here, Kim. But yeah, I think everybody's going to look at it. However, I know just to entangle mine is going to cost me a fortune. So I just said, hey, we'll just keep doing it the way we're doing it for me. That's for me. Everybody has a different approach to it, and that one I'm just like, screw it. This is the way I'm going to do it for mine right now.
Yeah, same here. I'm gonna actually like I said, after these legacy nodes die out, I'm not compounding anymore. I'm just gonna keep the strong in my wallet and see what the heck's going on, because it's even too low to try to sell it right now for a profit. It's embarrassing. Oh,
Trader.
Yeah, trader. Hey.
What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing?
Hey,
Hey, how you
Trader.
doing?
I'm alright. Let's just listening.
Congratulations on your guys' whitelist sale that started today.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Hopefully that starts to pick up a little bit. Yeah, I've been very quiet lately. Well, Timeless, specifically. Wolfie, a little bit too. It's just real life has slapped the shit out of me over this last couple of weeks. I'll just put it that way. So slowly getting back to being me. But right now, yeah, it's kind of tough. But product is number one, and we're trying to just make sure everything's going well with that. So appreciate as much support as possible. I'm not gonna lie. So we're just trying to push through that, and it is bear market territory, so it's a lot harder to get things done. But this is where you build. So this is where anyone can build stuff when the market's healthy, but it's harder to do it when the bear market's in. But if you're able to get people in while it's a bear market, then you have a good product at the end of the day. So that's our challenge right now.
For sure. I've been in and out the last couple of days. I was going to accumulate my little stuff, and then I'm glad that the sale will be for 10 days because I will be stacking my Swish over the next 10 days.
Appreciate that so much. Yeah, we kind of wanted to do it like a countdown, like a 10, 9, 8 kind of thing. So it'll be good. I think as more time goes on as well, that we should be okay. But hoping for the best. But we've been preparing for this for as much as we can. So just waiting to see what happens here.
For sure. And like you said, it's bear market, but you guys have done a lot of marketing. You guys all together are good people and been honest. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, same here. Definitely gonna take advantage of my whitelist. So
Appreciate that very
yeah.
much. It's just getting through this first phase is always the hardest because I'll just be very blunt and straight up. The node space is terrible, has terrible light around it right now, and then these. I'm doing air quotes right now, but and I said this the other day in CU. I was like, so many people owe Wolfie an apology because everything Wolfie has called out has come to light. Like it's just the reality. But I called out the floor thing, and I did catch a little bit of shit for it. But I said that probably 3 months ago, maybe even more. I just said having a game as an afterthought just doesn't work if you don't have the kind of knowledge behind it. And I'm a very heavy gamer. I mean, you guys know that as well. So it's when I see certain things, I'm just like, yeah, that's not gonna work. And then obviously, now it's happened, right? So I mean, it just is what it is. And obviously, I'm not even gonna start on the fire drop. That shit pissed me off. It cost me more to renew my nudes, to pay my fees, my nodes, not nudes. Sorry.
I was like, your nudes.
My nodes, not my nudes. I'm sorry. It cost me more to pay my fees than it does than my airdrop. I'm like, what's the point, right? But yeah, I do even know.
I'd give you my 2 cents, but I got 3. So
Oh my god. They should at least give you 4 for July 4th, right?
My thing is that had to have cost more in gas to send 3 cents per note than the 3 cents itself. That's a disgrace.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. I don't even know. Oh boy.
Well, we'll see. Their second time. Let's see what happens. I mean, been waiting this long. People paid it. So, I mean, now it's a wait and see game. I mean, they could surprise everybody, but a hotel in Thailand doesn't sound like a wise business move either.
There's only one thing you're doing in Thailand. I'm not gonna say it in here because I'm respectful, but you know what they're doing in Thailand.
Yeah, I know too. I was like, I know why a lot of people like to go to Thailand, so I'm trying to figure out. I don't know, but
Well, hey,
GameStop,
I'm
right?
gonna go
You know
visit
what they're doing in
Thailand.
Thailand.
I want to
It
go
ain't
see
nothing
the
about
elephant
business.
sanctuary. So I'm going to Thailand, but I'm not. We're not lady Yeah, we're not doing all that.
What's the capital? Bangkok.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing down there. Wolfie, they back. Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh
behave myself.
man.
I'm gonna behave myself.
Yeah, it was, but you was right about the Thor thing. As a person who's into cryptocurrency and is a gamer, a serious gamer, like there's certain things that I'm looking for that many of these projects who are venturing over into the game space just don't have. And I'm not surprised that some of them haven't been successful.
100%.
The funky trailers looks great. Anybody can make a great trailer, but how is the damn gameplay?
That's what I'm saying, and it's like, all right, for us, for example, if I were to go about, I'm not saying this is what we're doing, by the way, so don't quote me on any of this, but all right, for example, if I'm going to go about making a play to earn game, I'm going to go about it this way, and this is just my personal perspective. I don't even know how this would, well, I do know how it would be applied, because this is what I would do, right? I would contact a gaming studio, I would put them in contact with my developer of whoever is developing my Web3 product, right? I would have them work together to then integrate whatever crypto stuff that I'm integrating, the wallets, into the game that way. Not saying, oh hey, take my project and do XYZ, or I'm just going to buy a game off of you and then just try to do it that way. It doesn't work like that. Because my impression is, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, Wolfie, the guy that built the game for Thor came into our CU live space.
He sure did. Well, his friend did.
His friend did, yeah.
Yep, I was there.
And basically they just purchased the game and then tried to throw crypto in there. It doesn't work like that. You have to work together from ground up in order to build that out. And there's only like a handful of companies that are able to do that. That are doing it right now at the moment. Their names are just like escaping me right now. That work in that kind of way, where they work with crypto consultants and stuff like that from the ground up to make this happen. And that's the only way it's gonna work. You can't just throw shit at the wall and expect it to stick. It just doesn't happen.
Right, just like GTA is developing GTA 6, and then they want to bring crypto into it some way. They won't even say how. They said cryptocurrency will be highlighted within the GTA 6. And they've already been around how long? They already have the graphics, they already have the movement, they already have the gameplay down. So trying to bring this into it and bridging it, that they may be successful. These little projects thinking that they can do some Command and Conquer looking thing and that it's going to be a hit with people who game is just
You're
ludicrous.
hilarious. But I mean, that's even like, all right, so for even like our GTA, we know it's been around for God knows how long, but even like take Destiny for example, right? Destiny hasn't released a physical like game in quite a bit, right? Because like I just re-downloaded my Destiny. I've had the same Destinies for like the last like 5-6 years, right? It's just the DLCs that you have to download. So these guys can put these integrations into it because they know how it works at some point, right? They just have to partner with some of these bigger companies. But it's the thing as well, they have the funding to make this thing happen seamlessly. That's another thing. Like, I'm fortunate enough to have the developers that we have because those guys, they do an exceptional job, right? Like, I can't say enough about them. Very happy of who I have building out our smart contracts and stuff like that. Amazing guys. And I've gotten to know them on a personal level, so I'm very thankful for those guys. And like just seeing what they do, I'm like, yeah, no, it like the amount of money that like these guys should be paid. It's like, yeah, it's crazy. And these projects think that they can just throw whatever and then it works. It doesn't work like that. It really doesn't, and it takes time. And they probably didn't even the Thor game. They probably didn't even test it properly. Yeah, anyone could sit down and make a trailer as to what the gameplay is going to be like. I can do that right now. It doesn't take long, right? But it's just when you're actually putting it into actual production, it's a whole different story. And I just think that they were just doing, and I said this from like the very start, I think this was their excuse to lengthen their runway to get more money out of investors. That's what I think.
Oh, I think so too.
Well, it didn't work out. I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, okay. This is why y'all walk around here calling motherfuckers as guardians and shit. So okay,
Zelda.
all right, okay,
Trash guardians. Yeah.
Damn, that's cold.
I will say, I think they're refunding $400,000 worth of AVAX to people that minted the NFTs.
Really? I mean, that's good then,
Yeah,
at least.
it was in their breakdown, um, in their article thing. I mean, I'm laughing about it still, just because like Colin or Cino, who basically tried talking some shit, um, saying you should be ashamed and whatnot for talking shit about the project because it's like the top grossing NFT. We keep selling out of mints and everything, and then to now see that that didn't age so well. It's kind of ironic.
Was that a refund or was that going back to the treasury to go towards nodes? I haven't fully read their
No,
bullshit.
I believe it was for NFT people that minted the NFTs for the game. I believe they were going to be refunded. I'll take a look at it again, but that's the way I read it.
They're trash. All of it's trash.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I'm being a good boy over here.
Well, the timer said it, so you're okay.
I'm being
And
a
I'll
good
double
boy.
down on it. Because Loki tried to come at me, or whoever, no, Colin, whatever the fuck his name was, tried to come at me when I was calling them out on their bullshit. Like, same time Wolf was, same time, like, you can't come at people who are calling you on bullshit and then it transpires a couple months later. Well, nobody could have known that. Yes, we could have. We told you this was what was going to happen. There was just not, it wasn't put together well. It was a lot of hype and let me hype up our cult, and that's about it.
I'm dead. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I think we said this like, yeah. I tried to, like just talking to just get a feel of the space and stuff like that, like of the bigger projects. Yeah, he told me personally a bunch of bullshit. I'll just be real. I'm just being real today. I don't even care. I'm real all the time, by the way, but being extra real today. he just fed me a bunch of bullshit, said that they didn't pay for marketing, all that kind of stuff. But like I know for a fact that they did, because there's certain people that was promoting their project that you have to pay them. Like that's just there's no if, ands, or buts about it. And then I was like, very, very, very interesting for you to say you don't get paid marketing, and then to see the people that was promoting your project. I was like, yeah, okay. And then you were trying to tell us how we should set up a protocol, da 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 da. And then you pull this shit. I'm like, yeah, bro. Sorry. I'm not trying to scam people. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to actually build something properly.
For sure. I seen some of those same influencers promoting, and we all know that there's a money figure behind those names.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
I don't mean to like cut myself off, but like DeFi has had his hand up for
That's
so
what
long.
I was getting ready to say. I feel so bad. DeFi, is your hand still alive over there?
I'm alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. I just love to hear the trader talk his talk, bro. Not gonna lie, love hearing it. How's it going, everybody?
Going good. How you doing?
Hey, DeFi.
No, not too bad. Just wanted to say thank you for having me on the space, as always, and also wanted to give a big shout out to Trader and with his project.
Appreciate you, dude.
I checked out the UI as soon as I saw the announcement made by Swish Raja, and man, it looks really good, man. So congratulations. I wanted to give you
Appreciate that, brother.
I also pointed out to Swish on something a little something that I found by when I was trying to get on the site through MetaMask mobile. So I just pointed out to him. So I believe he got on it and he fixed the issue. So, but man, it looks so good, clean, and I'm excited, man. So
Appreciate that so much. Appreciate that. That's another guy I honestly have to give a major shout out to. Raj he's our community guy, and to be honest, he is the point of contact of the protocol. I would have loved to be that person, but that's not me. I'll be very honest. I'm more of a background kind of guy. But Raj is exceptional. I can't say enough about Raj. He's been holding it down for the community as well. So major shout out to him. And we just recruited Chris. Shout out to him too. Chris can talk the socks off anyone. He can sell grass to a gardener. So thankful for Chris as well.
Raj is amazing. I love Raj.
Yeah, Raj is on 100, man. Like
Facts, bro. He's holding it down.
no, for
When
sure.
we head south, Raj and I already have a lunch date set up. So
And you'll enjoy it. It'll be good for sure.
That's what's up, Chris. Chris, you came on the mic. What you got to tell us, hon?
Yeah, just I figured I'd come back. I had to take a break there, and now I got some time, so I'm glad I was able to come in at some time. Yeah, so like basically like what I was doing is I was like you guys were talking about promotion earlier, and like I don't know why I didn't think of like CU or you guys or anything like that, because I was going around and asking like, hey, like, does anyone need any marketing or any selling or anything like that done for them, like at night, because crypto runs on different time zones and whatnot, because right now I'm not really studying that much. I've learned so much from you guys. If there's something that piques my interest, or I have a question for, I'll reach out and say hello, or we'll talk about it on Friday or whatnot. But it's that time of the year where I feel like it's important to make some extra money than it is to really take the time to study, especially when we'll have some really good buying opportunities for a long period of time. And I kind of figured out what I want to get and what I want to invest in, and all the different projects from a wide variety of you guys and then the other places. So I went to Thor originally, and a bunch of devs reached out to me in there from inquiring in there about like what I could do and what I'm capable of and whatnot. And they said that they hired their own team, so you'd have to work for that company that they paid, to do it. And so then from there, I was just like, man, like, like all these people, there was another company that was kind of cool with NFT monsters and demon coin that was abbreviated, but it just wasn't my thing. I wasn't really feeling it. And I really just didn't trust a lot of people. And in these type of communities, we tend to click well and do well because, we have a lot of trust in one another. So, Brass, I was talking to, was talking to me for a while. I spoke to him, and then I spoke to Swish, and I was just like, why wouldn't I put my efforts into that? Like, and the crazy thing about it, and for me, it just feels that way. But like, you could reach out to like the owners of some of these companies and talk to them like directly, like, and that's my thing. Like, I don't care. Like, and they reply to you, and they're open to talking, because the reality is that I feel like they all want to kind of like join or collaborate as much as they can, not to create like one powerhouse and one idea, but to take multiple ideas and integrate them all together. And I just thought that was pretty crazy how receptive that some of them are, because I was like, the first place I'm going is with people that have already been doing it for a while and seeing, what they can do to help aid, or if it's worth it. So I thought that was really cool, that they allowed me to help them, with their projects with Swish. And I still got, not as much learning to do, because Raj explains it pretty well. I listen to his presentation, so I get the idea of it, and I would do the same thing for any of you guys, because I do it all day long. So I kind of switched it up a bit. I went from doing the studying into making the money, so when the time comes and the market dips, I mean, I don't know, I'm just a believer that the firm big ones like Algorand, losing my mind here, Algorand, XLM, XRP, Cardano, Poly, Matic, H-bar. I think all those ones, are going to go through the roof again. Quant, all those, like there's and DAG, endless list of things. It's just that there's going to be a lot of pain in the middle. And I believe it's going to happen. So I'm trying to get as much of it as I can, whenever it's, on sale, over the next couple years. And then hopefully I can go ahead and apply that and start something like you guys kind of do, but more so for mental health and awareness, because I think that's a big thing that it goes on in the world that a lot of people don't feel that they could maybe reach out to others and talk about, or that people think that it's just themselves that have it. But for anxiety and panic disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder and all those types of things, and spend time doing that with crypto, that's my idea goal.
Yeah, that's what's up, Chris. It sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on, that you got a lot of irons in the fire. And that's actually it's actually good to stay busy, especially right now. If you're kind of like just waiting for certain things to go lower, and you're not buying right now. So that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I talked to you about it once before, and you were like, well, you can buy now if you want, but I'm going to buy when I can get a better price. And I thought about it, and I was just like, well, if I buy now, yeah, I might be able to get 10 coins. But if I waited 4 or 6 months, I might be able to get 500 of the same coin at the same price. And then I'm like, man, Oculus just got over on me one. And she warned me, and she told me, and it's not like she was hiding a secret. Like, she openly said, you don't have to just jump in. You could wait, and I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, yeah, that's, probably why you're a more successful investor than me, because, but for me though, I just been taking little chunks of money here and there and just putting it towards stuff, and then putting it on my ledger, and just forgetting about it. So I know I'm not like, I haven't taken like a large bulk and bought it at once, because I've never done that before. But that's what I'm going to do, when the time comes, when some of these prices I've been hearing people talk about with, $500 Ethereum, 5 cent XLM, 9 cent XRP, some crazy stuff I see. But, then again, it's possible because it was that price at one point in time. So.
Yeah, I'm just when it comes to just how I am as an investor now, I don't jump at the first good price I see, just because experience has taught me that if it went that low, it will definitely go lower. So it's all about living and learning. And some people buy the dip regardless. I know some people who just buy dips and dips and dips, but not for me. I'm waiting for a certain point to buy dips, and that's when I jump in.
I think I'm more prepared for it now than I was before too, because like all my things on, I won't. That's the thing with Uphold that that scares me, is you got to wait for a cool down period, for your funds to settle. Otherwise, all it's the max that they give you is $500 on a debit card. But like with crypto.com, I have like all my coins set up to where they're off that white list, so that 24-hour waiting period doesn't exist anymore, to my ledger. So like I could go on there, buy something, and just transfer it right to my ledger instantly without waiting. So I don't have to worry about if, God forbid, there's any type of seize or halting or anything like that. I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. But I don't think it's the end of that sort of thing, unfortunately. I don't think any of those big ones will crumble. But it seems like with regulations that just like they can take your money from the bank now, they can, take it from your exchange. My question is, maybe Wolf would be able to answer, but I think he just left. Maybe you'd be able to answer it. I mean, you guys are technically inclined. Do you think there's actual ways to get into a ledger on a government level, or are they completely unhackable?
I don't I was told before by someone who's, into this kind of stuff that there's nothing unhackable. Everything can be hacked. But, I'm not, so I'm never ever going to put, even if I like a product, I'm never going to put faith in it and say, oh, they'll never ever hack it. And that goes for Ledger, that goes for the Oculus card I'm looking at, that goes for the Treasure, that goes for all these things, because stranger things have happened. And there's been leaks with these wallets before, with these cold wallets before, some kind of data breaches and things of that sort. So anything is possible, but Wolf is the security expert. But for me personally, like I said, I don't put nothing past any of these hackers to get into anything.
Yeah, that's true. I'd have to be like on a list or something like that to where they could just call Ledger and say, "Look, man, we're getting this guy's crypto, whether he likes it or not. What's his damn phrase?" And then they're gonna probably, they probably would have to forfeit that information. But
Right.
I don't foresee that or anything like that. But I just find it crazy that
Only if
with
you're money laundering.
yeah, no, far from that. But I mean, I find it crazy though with all the utility going on right now in some of these coins. That the prices are what they are, and they had less utility during the bull run. Not that they weren't relevant and were worth so much more. So it just makes me wonder, man, how much will it actually go up to, when things are on fire again?
You
You
want me to be very
also
real with you? Sorry. Oh, sorry,
no.
Thomas.
Go
Go.
ahead, Trader. Go ahead.
It like utility right now doesn't mean shit. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. We're in a stage right now where it's just that utility doesn't mean anything, right? Because we're not to the stage of adoption. We're getting there. Don't get me wrong. We're getting there. And we're getting there a lot faster than previous times. But the reality is utility doesn't mean anything yet because it's not being put into practice, right? That's like me on the basketball court, right? I can practice all I want and I can look the best in a practice kind of scene, right? But if I've never put it to, like a live test, like in an actual game, then it doesn't matter, right? And that's kind of like the situation here. It's speculate. You'll speculate that, oh, I'm going to be the best player, but until it actually happens, you never know. So it's just speculation, speculation, speculation until we actually get to that adoption phase, which unfortunately won't happen until regulations is my opinion, at least, right? Or right before regulations happen. I mean, the only thing is we have an opportunity to be an early investor because long term we will get rewarded for our patience through these projects that have good utility, and these are the ones that are going to last. But the reality of it is yeah, bro, it's because there's no adoption for it at this moment yet. That's just my opinion, though. I could be completely wrong, but it's just my opinion.
No, I've read or someone's told me that before, that like when they announce things and they say that things are happening, that it hasn't gotten into the plug and play effect yet, like per se. Like it's not live. It's just a, verbal or contractual agreement that someone's going to do something with somebody, but it's not actively working. So it really doesn't have any utility, because like you said, it's early, so there's nothing it can do right now, but in 3 or 5 years. But I don't want to take up too much time. I know Jag fans had the hand up for a moment, and I think Timeless, you're about to chime in.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, when you're talking about price isn't really as relevant right now. You have to see how much funds have been extracted from the crypto space. And when you have market caps and you look at all of that, you have to put it all in order. And when you're looking at it in order, when you have a huge extraction of lots of money that comes out of one space, it's going to lower the price of each individual thing. That's just how cycles of anything goes. If if something gets siphoned away, it brings down the level. Even if you want to take it to that, it brings down the level. So you have to keep that in mind. And like I was saying, this bear market isn't just a bear market. There is other things going on. There are some projects in crypto that do have their utility and they are actively open and working in real time. And one that I'll keep going back to is Origin Trail on that. I'm a huge fan of it, and we see that moving, and it's being used. There's plenty others that's just a good example of it. But while we're in a market downtrend, we're in a bear market, you're also seeing the levels of currencies and fiats and everything across the world, and its value tolerance is being squeezed. So then you have to take all that into account. But what do you got for us, Kim?
Oh, Chris asked about the feds getting into the wallet, and I was thinking, wasn't it didn't the feds hack into somebody's wallet, or that couple's wallet, over the $3 billion? Didn't they get into their
They
wallet?
sure did.
Yeah.
And
So
I
they,
will tell you, for my husband being in security, and the same thing that you've heard before, nothing is unhackable, like Ovi was saying. And when you deal with the federal government, they have a way into a lot of things, even if you think it's your own. So always keep that in mind, too.
All right. It's 10:17 my time. Does anybody else have anything to say? Because if not, I think we're gonna actually close tonight.
I'm gonna say I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. This is the first time I've actually like properly spoken to anyone in the last like 3 weeks. So I appreciate you guys bringing me out. Oh,
Love you, Trader.
love you too. Yeah, like I said, it's just been a tough week, and I got a couple laughs tonight, so I'm super happy.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to hear your voice, Trader. I've kind of missed it, so
I appreciate that.
please come back.
Yeah, things are starting to get better. Well, I don't know yet, but we'll see. We'll see. But appreciate you guys, and I always have to give you guys your flowers. I love everything that you guys do, and I listen in as much as I possibly can. It's just me speaking lately. It's just not been a thing.
Understood. You take your time, but come back anytime and come on this mic. We enjoy hearing you.
Appreciate it. Love y'all.
Love you too.
Catch y'all later.
Take care.
Later, Chris.
So I will say my final little words. It's not going to be long-winded like it normally is, because I just don't got it in me. And throw it to OB, and we'll end it. Just thank you all for coming every week, and everybody who will listen in after the fact, even after coming back from us being Twitter rugged. I appreciate all of you guys and everything that you guys add to the conversation. Just stay mindful, stay present, even in this bear market, and just keep being you and doing you. And what do you have, Obi?
I was just gonna say that a lot of people are out here, you know, doing the same thing that some of us are doing, starting spaces, going live. A lot of people are doing this, but we just like to remain consistent and try to be consistent with you guys and do the same thing we do every week, which is just give everybody a place to come say what they want to say. And we actually love seeing you guys. And it's good to see you, Kim, because we haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're feeling better. And thanks for everybody that tuned in tonight. Appreciate you guys. Chris, thanks for, haven't seen you in a few weeks either. Chris, it's good to see you also. So,
Yes, it's great
Yvonne,
to.
go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry, honey. Go ahead.
No worries. No, it's great to hear you, you ladies. And like I said, I need to commit like I was coming in before, and just need to do that. So sorry I haven't been around, but just know that what you guys do is awesome, and definitely appreciate it.
Oh no, don't worry. We know people have lives. There's things they're doing, but just as long as you guys come back and you're okay, that's all we care about. But thanks everybody for tuning in with us tonight. We hope to see you guys next week. Take care.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.